What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. But before we get into the VOD review, we have to cover this tweet from Dishsoap, which is basically the guiding line, the guiding theme around the entire video, which is Dishsoap says, we are in a Bard meta. Take Econ Aug roll for Bard more than 80% of your games. Why? The rerolls on losses more than make up for the early Econ you lose, especially stage 4. Greed Bard rolls until you finish your level 8 are 2 lives, works in every comp, but examples below. And he talks about the Caitlyn T-Hex comp, which we've covered. He talks about the Draven Fast 9 comp, which we've covered. Talks about Diana Shurima, which we've covered. So if you guys, want to know how to play any of these comps, I mean, go to my channel. The videos on all of those. And yeah, he says these are the best comps in general to play this, but you can also just play them towards any comp. So this is the idea behind Dishsoap and or Dishsoap's idea here. And I looked through this stream VOD. I think across like a 5-hour stream, he played maybe 1 or 2 games where he didn't unlock Bard stage 2. So he's definitely practicing what he preaches here. He is saying that almost every game you should be taking Econ 2-1 and then unlocking Bard. Obviously, it's really easy with stuff like Epoch, where you get your 3 free rolls, then you just have to spend gold on 1 real reroll. And then you get your Bard, you can just get him boom 2-1. But even, other Econ augments, this game he actually takes just a regular Econ augment, not even a rerolls augment, but he even took the new... Well, it's a new old augment, the silver augment, the one where you get free rerolls for duping units or 2-starring units. This is the first big decision in the game from Dish, by the way. Here we get a ton of gold to play with here. You could obviously hold on to this Nautilus plus Draven stuff. You could play the Draven reroll comp. You could play Fast 9. Dish opts to make 10 here, which I actually like a lot. One, we've only been dropped a tier so far. So our odds of playing towards Draven are not that high. Had we been dropped a bow or something, I think you can be a lot more excited to play towards Draven. And 2, making 10, especially when you're in this world where you really want to play for Bard in any circumstance possible, is really, really good. Making early gold allows you to unlock Bard faster. He here actually kind of waffles a little bit, and he's thinking about whether he wants to sell this Nautilus. The question is, do you want to sell everything and try to make potential 20? Because if it's a 1-component open here, you can make 20. You can do that by fielding Caitlyn in D7 like we talked about. Kiana, I believe, also just will always full solo minion rounds, but he's not actually 100% sure about what does solo and what doesn't solo, so he ends up just holding the Caitlyn here. And surprisingly as well, he doesn't even hold the Twisted Fate, because I think he was thinking so long on this. It seems like he doesn't actually value the build to that highly anymore, just with the advent of Bard meta and the advent of Piltover and stuff like that. But interesting to see that he doesn't hold this. I think, he ideally would have held it over the Anivia, but just ended up in kind of an awkward spot. All right, first dog here. Risky moves, flowing tears, efficient shopper. From the spot of like, we're potentially going to lose streak, I don't think you can really think about taking risky moves. And we do up rolling into Slice of Life, which is quite solid. So we are just going to take that and get our Nautilus here, get a bunch of gold. And yeah, we're pretty rich here. Scouting the lobby, he does see this guy who is holding 2 Caitlyns. So, that's somebody who might be playing towards this Piltover comp that everybody loves. We throw Vayne here and do pick up Electric Overload. This is something that a lot of people have talked about with this Piltover comp, which it's not actually what we're covering today, but it's worth mentioning, is that in many people's opinion, this is S tier now. Blast Shield is very, very good, but Electric Overload, if you can get the combination of Electric Overload plus the Micro Rockets, which has also gone up in a lot of people's estimation of Piltover, you can actually just like delete backline with the T-Hex. So something to keep in mind if you are playing towards that line. A lot of evolution has gone the line has undergone a lot of evolution over the past couple of days. But you see here, Dish rolls here on 2-2 for the Bard, saying, as long as I can make my gold after hitting Bard, it's chill here. Opts to even level here to fit Bilgewater in, takes the first one as free, and he's got a pretty interesting setup here, because you could just see this as some kind of like barge into Bilgewater game, but Dishsoap doesn't really see that way, mostly because we just are tier here, and he's saying, we have no gloves, we have no swords towards things like misfortune items. Our MF items are actually quite awkward here, so it's actually quite hard for us to play Bilge. We're also Econ augment into Bilge is really not what you're that excited for. You want to take something like a strong win streak augmented to play into Bilge. And the last reason why it's kind of hard for us to play into Bilge here is scout the lobby. There's like, I think we just scouted 3 other people holding Bilge, at least 2. So it's going to be very annoying for us to actually play into Bilgewater this game. So interestingly enough, even though we have this bilge opener with Bard, I mean, the nice thing about Bard is the amount of econ that he gives you unlocks the ability to play into basically whatever you want. You have, you know, almost just full choice over whatever you want to take later game. But yeah, go into Carousel here. And, you know, if you're thinking about build, you'd want some kind of like glove or sword, but also those are not available here. So we opt to actually just take another tier here, looking towards AP items and playing into some kind of like AP carry. I think he says at this point that he's thinking about Lysandra as his most likely option from this spot, just because I mean she's an AP carry that we can play with all of these tiers, so makes sense, and also just, you know, a fairly standard strong level 8 board that you can play towards. But yeah, rotate into another guy who's playing builds, just so much build here. This guy's a Gwynsu's, which I guess could still be bilge, or he could be, you know, playing something else with this Warden. So we'll see. I mean, Gwynsu is just so flexible these days, very, very good. Dishsoap also winning some fights here, which interestingly enough, I mean, it's kind of not ideal to win when you have Bard in, especially later. The loss is granting you an insane amount of rerolls in stage 3, and really stage 4 it gets crazy the amount of rolls that you get when you lose with Bard. But it's really not too bad actually to win early with this guy for that exact reason, because the losses stage 4 are really, really valuable with Bard. The losses stage 3 are really valuable as well. And so if you can win on stage 2, save a bunch of HP, I mean, it almost reminds me of like Heartsteel in the past. And what was the other loss streak trait? Like, was it this way with Chem Baron, where, you know, like ideally you could win out stage 2 and then start taking a loss streak at stage 3, stage 4, get a ton of stacks and cash out. It wasn't Chem Baron, it was the one last set. Does anybody remember what happened last set? I always, the second a TFC set like leaves the world, it was KO Coliseum, and what was the loss streak trait? There was some kind of loss streak trait where you could like loss streak later in the game and feel good about it. Item wise here, we do have basically, I mean, the only reasonable slam here is Void Adaptive here. I mean, Adaptive is just a very, very strong generic tank item here. Void Staff is a good AP item here. So yeah, I mean, they're just two fantastic AP options here, so you can make these and, you know, hopefully continue our streak. We did pick up a Nautilus 2 here, so we have really good odds of actually keeping our streak through the beginning of stage 3, which once again, you don't generate that much gold, but it's still, even when you win, you're generating gold from Bard. I mean, if he hits you an upgrade, it's huge. Gold Destiny exclusive customization CB here. I mean, Gold Destiny is never bad. 6 gold plus an augment's fantastic. I think I like exclusive the best here because it can give you a Nautilus item, guarantee you a tank item here. But we will see what Mr. Soapy wants here. He's looking maybe at exclusive. Yeah, he's kind of stuck between these two here. I mean, more gold is never bad here. He's hovering that. Okay, so he does actually end up taking Gold Destiny, and he hits Epoch here, which is kind of funny. Double econ here. I mean, it does allow him to just level up here, which he levels up for just a Trist here, which is a little bit rough. But with double econ, he can actually, and yeah, he is going to start team plannering out more of like a, well, this is like a pseudo fast 9 option. He is still throwing the list into planner there. If we continue to win though, we can really think about fast 9 from this spot. We're super, super rich from double, I mean, almost 2.5 econ, right? Because we have the gold from Gold Destiny as well. So yeah, I think we can really seriously consider a fast 9 option here. Oh, he put this in so that he can pick up the Koboko and Yumi. Very, very nice for the unlock here. So now we can just play around this, get the Invoker in for Sona, move items down to Sona, same as we saw. Wow, look at all these. He tried to pick up all these units maybe just for gold though. Like, I mean, I guess he could have made like random TF2 or something, but like we're not even playing around TF here because like what are we gonna do with TF here? So makes sense. Close fight versus this guy. I think we win, though there's a big Caitlyn, but I think we won. Yeah, it was a little close, but we won there. Get our 6th streak here, unlock 2 more Yordles, which you don't see people usually play this hard into Yordles anymore, and obviously it's a bit late for us to get like 6 Yordle and start stacking stacks, so it's fine. Ideally a tank item here, one would think, just to, you know, finish some stuff out. I wouldn't mind just a tier for redemption here. He's looking at Rod, interestingly enough. I mean, it could be Morello. It's just a little scary to me to prioritize damage items that highly, because we would end up in a world where you know, we might just not have any tank items, but we will see. Just needs to figure out a last in here. Yeah, Juggernaut with the Poppy is kind of nice. So decent enough here. And yeah, we're gonna hopefully continue our streak. Our board is not that strong, especially for late stage 3. So could certainly see us starting to lose a fight here, especially because we don't have a slam onto this Nautilus here. And yeah, looking like we're gonna finally take a loss. But once again, it's not bad. It's not bad to lose. We win streaked up to this point. We have 4 free rerolls already from Epoch here. This loss is going to generate us 2 free rerolls from Bard. And then every loss stage 4, I mean, we're going to start going crazy, especially with the extra epoch rolls. If we could make a crazy greedy, I mean, I don't know if we're actually getting enough gold to 4-5 it, but there's a world here where you get enough rolls from Bard plus epoch. You just need the gold to make it to 9 on 4-5 and enough gold to buy units, which I think is the main limiting factor here. You need like 3rd econ augment here as well, which I don't think is really, I mean, it could be a take, I guess. But yeah, take another loss here. Once again, another 2 free rerolls. Ideally, I think we'd, oh wow, that's quite the shop to play into this this Freljord angle here. So now we can start pivoting the board out of what we were playing before. We're also just a much better item holder in Lysandra. Sona's okay, especially after buffs. But this will give us a little bit of stabilization stage 4. I mean, I am of the opinion that this stabilizes us enough that we don't have to really roll on 8, and we are just going to go fast 9, but we'll see here. Another list as well. That actually, wow. Wait, this actually really complicates things. So we got a Fizz here. This was off our augment, right? Slice of life. So now we have Fizz pair and list pair. Okay, now I'm starting to get dizzy here, actually. And we also have to look at itemization here. I mean, you could make something like a TG. I mean, you probably have to make Warmog so you have a tank item made. I mean, I'd make TG Warmogs here. What is this? What's in that orb? Is that just another item? We should check that out here. All right, gonna get the Anivia in here and just play around this board for now. That is him using, he used a free reroll there, right? He used 1 free reroll here to stabilize the board a bit, right? He's 8, and then yeah, he gets his 3 here. So he's saying like the value of rolling here is actually quite high, which I think makes sense. And yeah, it just pushes to 8 here. He's so rich is the thing. Like level 8 here, 48 gold. He does roll once and hits the Koboko too, and I wonder if he's just going to stop here. He's going to start pivoting the board. He really wants to unlock Kennen here to start playing towards it. And oh my god, wait, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. He has 2 fizzes on his board. Oh, he really wanted to unlock Kennen this round because he does want to play towards Ryze. And so, you know, this is his idea, is that like he can unlock Kennen. He just muted himself in the game because he got so tilted that he didn't unlock Kennen. And yeah, I think his entire Twitch chat is tilting him as well here. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Does opt to make the Warmogs here and then makes JG as well. Good slams. I like them. I mean, can't be heroic grab bag. Mess hall seems pretty bad as well. Crown's Will seems okay. I guess we can take that. And yeah, we do end up taking that. Okay. Now Kennen will be unlocked here and we can play this. Gonna move items over to Lysandra here. So yeah, triple item her, and then tank items onto the big Buko here. Gonna reforge Glove here, looking for tank component. Oof, he gets another sword here. I'm kind of surprised he reforged Glove over his sword, because at least Glove can be TG, steadfast, stuff like that. But maybe he's thinking of some kind of sword item carry down the line. I'm not actually sure here. I mean, maybe... we'll see actually who he wants to duo carry in this comp, because there's a lot of variants of Ryze. Usually you are playing around the Kennen just because getting Ionia in is so easy. You can get Defender in with him very, very nicely via so many ways. He's going to play towards the Vi Azir Seraphine little package here, just because, I mean, Shurima is so broken. And then, yeah, set. Ooh, Kennen too. Not bad at all here. So, boom, that's that we can fit into this board. And okay, the board's coming together. He's going to unlock set here as well here to get his Ionia. And yeah, I mean, 49 HP here, but I mean, look, he's lost the first 2 fights this stage. 16 free rerolls here. I mean, you need to not die this stage. If you lose every fight this stage, even if you lose every fight, you probably still won't die here, but he might be looking at an insanely rich 5-1 here with these free rolls. He does got to kill some units though, because yeah, I mean, that was a pretty bad loss. He was at 49, right? He took 15 there. So I mean, if he takes 15, 15, 15, then he will be 4 HP, which is a low amount of HP. Normally, that's what most people consider pretty low. Is going to opt to make Gunblade here and just go for more damage items. He does have the adaptive that can move up to be a tank item here. The JG probably going onto that set eventually. The tier that he took could end up being something like a Hodge. Well, he's actually going to go 9 here. And yeah, I mean, just look at the number of free rerolls that we have here. I mean, 19 free rerolls with the extra 3 that we just got from Bard here. So he says, you know what? This is actually enough gold to make it all 9 here. I'd like to stabilize. I mean, we still have a lot of gold to play around here. So let's do the roll down. Going to just bring it down to 1x speed here. Gets this in. This does also allow him to unlock Ryze here on this level, which is really, really crucial here. So now he actually does have Ryze unlocked, perfectly played, fits in the Aphelios here, and now he can kind of chill for the rest of this round and then roll more next round for Ryze. So really nice stuff, unlocking Ryze here. Like, had we kind of delayed our level 9 into like 5-1, like I was talking about, then, I mean, 1, you're 1 HP. You'd have to go 9 anyway on 4-7 to unlock the Ryze that round, and then roll for him on 5-1, which would be a lot more gold, but a lot less HP here. We are still going to take a pretty bad loss here, so boom, that's a life loss. But we do pick up Ryze here, and so now we can start bring down 1x speed again to look at the pivot again. Get a full sell his entire bench here to start pivoting into this board that we have envisioned here. Do hit set 2, which is huge here, and just going to continue to roll down here. There's the Vi, there's the Seraphine. Does not have the Azir yet, but I mean, going to continue to roll. There's the Azir. Finally, that can fit onto the board as well. Obviously, no Shurima yet because we haven't, you know, procced Azir stuff. But yeah, I mean, we have the set here. Gonna put set all the way on the right here. I don't think I talked about this very much with set, but most people like to just, you know, fully put set on the edge here so that he procs as quickly as possible. You want him to go into his, you know, the boss doing his sit-ups so that he can just get that kind of transformation, right? The longer he takes to do that, you can see even in a fight like this where once he goes, it's actually taking him a really long time to go into boss, but actually, oh my god, he almost locks in there and pops off here. Dish down to 1 HP here. So even, you know, despite his valiant efforts to spike the board, he did still, you know, lose that fight. Upside here is okay. We do pick up Ryze 2 here. So the board is looking really, really, really strong. The question is just, you know, can we survive on this this board here and make it high enough to cap out the board? Looking for it's ideally set item, but there's not. I mean, I guess he could just make Titans. He's gonna take tier here. What's it for Vow? I guess gonna continue to roll as well. Just saying, you know what? Even though I have all these upgrades, okay, so he did make Titans. Then he just took the tier for mana gen. He said we still really need frontline in this spot, and once I mean we do still have all those free rerolls from Epoch, from Bard. So it's actually, you know, still very reasonable here. Yeah, actually, okay. I mean, continuing to roll here for the Wukong was really smart. He actually would very reasonably have died this fight without Wukong, just because of the fact that we're just not you need good frontline with set, right? If set takes the proc and then your frontline is just nothing and just gets wiped before set ends up doing all the sit-ups, then I mean the fight's just over. So smart stuff from Dish here to stabilize his board, and now we have, I mean, almost everything. We do rotate into T-Hex board here. TX1 from Ashmu should be enough to beat here. But I mean, wow, this TX board is kind of broken. I mean, the fact that this fight's even close is a little disgusting, isn't it? Level 8 T-Hex board, like, that fight I feel like shouldn't be close at all. Do finally pick up the Renekton here, so we will just fit it in over the Taric, lose Targon, but get Shurima, which is just so gross on the rise. And yeah, we are getting to max cap, looking at pushing level 10 at this point. So I mean, this is just, I felt like this was a perfect encapsulation of Bard. It's just you get an insane amount of econ with it. It allows you to, you know, either roll deep on 8 or in this case fast 9. You can do whatever you want with it, honestly. And I mean, yeah, I mean, how much gold did Bard give us this game? He must have given us at least like 15 rolls worth of gold here. Also, that was a really close fight versus Bosso. We do end up winning though. Man, that Tryndamere plus Ash board is not messing around. Pick up Morello here. We are still lacking that heal cut, so we are able to finally pick up that. Yeah, have no util items at all here, right? No shred, no heal cut, but we do end up picking this up here. Gonna level for the Lucian Senna here. I'm gonna make Protector's Vow here, and then throw these here. Where did we get that? I guess that was Ryze dredged up the component, but then this is fantastic. It means we can actually move adaptive up here to the Wukong, and then we get to 3 item everybody. This is a really nice kind of way to sort our items out here, is just move the adaptive up here, move the Morello to Ryze, because his spells can be bouncing around, hitting everybody. And yeah, I mean, looks fantastic, honestly. Looks really strong at this point. And I mean, we're looking at, I mean, a top 4 locked in. My God, we went to 10 HP just at the start of this stage, and you just win every fight, and we are just so strong now. Yeah, so, I mean, this is basically the board. We have Lucian Senna in here, who is, you know, not providing any kind of trait for Ryze. You could fit, you know, the Taric back in to get Targon, but the MR from Targon is pretty irrelevant here, especially versus, you know, a giant T-Hex board. Also, man, just goes to show how broken this board is. Well, Ashmu top forward just rolled it to 0, found T-Hex 1, and that was enough to top 4, maybe even top 3, depending on who else loses here. Okay, no, just top 4 for Ashmu. But I mean, just goes to show how broken that T-Hex board is as well. The set is, it's becoming more and more solved. People are finding the broken stuff and playing towards it, which, I mean, that's what TFT is all about, right? Is finding the broken stuff. So, you know, I love to see it. Unlocks I do think, you know, create some degeneracy with the fact that you can guarantee stuff, these type of units. But hey, I mean, it's pretty fun. All right, we're gonna roll down here. Really nothing to roll for here. I guess we find another Ryze 2, but I don't know that it's even going on the board. Gonna move items over to, wow, gonna move the Util Item Solution Senna. Yeah, and then Just go Shojin on the Ryze here. Okay, yeah. And then we move the adaptive down to Lucian Senna just to get the cast. Wow, I really like this itemization actually, because the extra adaptive onto the Wukong I don't think actually does very much, but the extra casting speed onto somebody like Lucian Senna is huge here. The extra Shojin onto Ryze I think is big here. I think it's just a really smart item distribution here. Do finally pick Renekton too, which I guess is the only upgrade that we could find. But hey, not bad. And it's just us versus Bosso skills here with a very capped Tryndamere board actually. Made it to Sejuani 3, also made it to Sylas 2-star, made it to Artifact, onto Ash. There is a lot of stuff going on here. We will see if we have the damage to get through this trend here. It's pretty scary though. Set dunk could be big. Oh my god, the trend went onto a Ryze. No! Oh my god. Ash Trin clears us. I actually think with different positioning, we could have won that fight. But the Trin making his way down to the Ryze is actually tragic. I think Dishsoap's actually pulling up a replay of this fight so we can yap about it. Let's see. I'm down to hear what he says here.
I'm not a fucking idiot, man. You ran past something. Wait, is my stream this laggy or is my stream actually this laggy right now and no one says anything? Or is it like a VOD diff?
Okay, I don't care about this, Dish. Wait, I want to see what he says about this fight though. Hello, okay, hello, Dishsoap. Okay, he's rewatching.
Like default, his Swain. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't be backtracking this much. I mean, I want to backtrack like half a second, but it's only letting me backtrack like 10 seconds. The button.
This was a position. I can't believe this guy. He wrapped all the way this way. This is actually crazy.
Probably like he's like. So the Swain blocks.
He wrapped all the way to
here. Like, is that good though?
He wrapped to
here.
Why is that good? We just,
obviously it worked out.
I mean, Wukong's in front of the Trin. I still don't even understand how he wrapped. I'm gonna watch this fight again. Briar jumps up. Trin eventually kills Wukong. Set ults to here. Dude, what even happened this fight? The Set and Ryze on the same side is always scary because the Set can like lead people in. And then Sylas here. And then he kills everything. And then the Set walks up.
Wait, why is... Wait. Okay, this is the part I don't understand.
Yeah, that looked really weird, actually. Also, if you guys like, comment, subscribe, but I actually want to see this.
Just walk to the left here. This is where everything went wrong.
He kills that.
Or no, after this.
Right here. He's gonna kill the Sand Soldier.
Shouldn't he just walk to the soldier here?
He does. And then he walks to Kobuko. That makes sense.
Why? I mean, I guess the Kabuko is closer.
He is, yeah.
I guess the Kabuko is just barely closer. Oh. Okay. Why is it double back?
This is closer than this.
Hex, I think. I mean, maybe the Sylas is about to, but
no, this is closer than this though.
Like, why doesn't it just walk here?
Oh yeah, he does go this way instead. I mean, it's the same distance, I think. This was a weird fight.
No, that's not how melee units work. You guys are talking. You're like, no. Like something invisible is blocking the hex. Like melee units don't just random like something either has to get blocked, like targeting has to get blocked, or movement has to get blocked. There's no way you retarget. Like you don't retarget just because something is closer. That's not how it works. Like something is blocked here. I don't understand.
What does he mean retarget? Because he kills this unit and then he kills this unit.
This moment.
Oh, he's walking here. Oh, well, and this unit dies and then he just aggroes here, right? Because Sylas kills this.
Oh, okay. The retarget happens because it's targeting the soldier here, and the soldier's still alive.
Yeah, he targets soldier here, and then he aggroes here.
Like after the soldier's dead, sets the target. Okay, it's because the soldier died.
And then he walks here.
If the soldier wasn't there, I wouldn't.
That was a crazy fight.
I would easily won. Fuck.
It's unfortunate, but well, it happens sometimes. Well, what did we learn from spending this extra few minutes watching this? Loki, I kind of don't like putting my carry on the right side when I'm playing Set, but like maybe that's fake news. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Merry Christmas Eve, by the way. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.